So, this is for the Declutter Diaries people. You're looking for someone, maybe it's a body doubling to clean up a mess. You'd be interested in, like, does everybody have a messy place as bad as I do? And I'm here to tell you for sure, because look at my desk. Like, when you see me doing the recordings from my desk, or you see me in other areas of my studio, it looks a little bit cleaner, but this is an absolute mess. And I'm really struggling to even find workspace. I've already tried to record a few things and doing some artwork, but I really am struggling to, like, find work. And I know that your outsides can reflect your insides and vice versa. So I know with this much mess going on for me, that it makes it really hard for me to think straight. And like, look at this window. Can you see? I have a curtain up because the sun shines in at just the right angle that sometimes it's really blinding in one eye, and then I have trouble focusing. And what's behind it are just a few medals from races that I've done, um, and won. I won a few of them. But what I really need to do is I need to take down that curtain, I think. And then I think I'm going to I have so many books. I don't know, I'll turn you around here so you can see. I have books over there, and then there's this bookshelf over here, and it's full of books. And so I have a lot. So what I thought I might do, let me get you squared up here. What I thought I might do is I would take that curtain down, take those medals down. All of that is super cluttered up top. I don't need to look at those things. They're not really a part of my current life, and I need to get some space for my current life. I want to take some of these books that I don't look at a lot, especially some of the traveling books, like Australia and Ireland when I've gone there before, and put them up there to block the sun. I really like all the extra light, but I don't really have much of a choice because of the just the amount of things I'm working on right now, and I need to get some bookshelf space back. You can probably see some books on the floor, and then I have some books crammed into the shelves, and I would really just like to not be so packed in. I want to have room to do more of the art. That's also where I do my Patreon computer. This is my day job computer, and so I need big screen because of the kind of work that I do for my day job. So, and I'm just going to make sure, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to make sure that the camera is clean for you. So just give me a minute. All right, so I think it was a little fuzzy before, but you probably get the gist of the mess that I have. So that's what I want to do. I'll speed it up so that you don't have to look at it all. But if you have a messy desk, maybe you want to take some time and clean with me and get your desk straightened up. There's a lot of work that I would rather do than work around all of my clutter. So I'm just going to clean. I'll speed this up, and then we'll get back together when we get a few minutes in. I won't bore you with hours and hours of cleaning, but this really has to be managed now. Okay, so I think about it, have it cleaned up. I decided to leave the curtain there and leave those awards there for now. I have room under, so I was going to put books I didn't care about in the window and kind of use that as a curtain instead. But in the summer, it's actually really, the lighting isn't so bad. It's just in the fall where it becomes a problem. And so I decided to put books that I actually really like up there, and I cleared off the top shelf, as you saw, so that I can get access to these books and they're more readily available. It clears off. I got a lot of space cleared up. This stack that has been over here to the left of my computer, when I moved here, like, I've always had a stack to my left. And these are, I like to take notes on note cards because I feel like it's either a session with a client or it's a workshop. I only collect the highlights out of any of these conversations. I make a lot of notes to myself on these. And I want to go through them. They're still pretty relevant. When I was first starting my coaching business, I had all of these plans, and I had them collected because I had a whole stack just like this, if not bigger. And then I broke it down into ways I need to do. So, like my book, like when I was writing Grapes of Grit, and then I have another one that is a good book that I want to create for managers or employees who want to work with their manager better on their review plan, and how I wanted to do that. And then I have, these are all the book ideas I have that I really want to write. And then I also have like books that I want to read, my long-term visions, um, some of these things that I wanted to learn. So anyway, but these are very old notes back from, oh my gosh, it must have been last spring that I made all these notes. I knew that it was going to be a busy summer. I just felt it coming up, and I was getting ready. I was just starting my coaching. So this could even be a year or more, could even be more, because some of these things I can see I've already done. And I know I finished them a long time ago, and I just didn't mark them off my list. Anyway, there's a lot of really good notes here. When I've done a lot of barter coaching and one-on-one coaching and client coaching. I have over 500 hours of coaching now. But some of these are dumb. Like when I was practicing for my coaching exam, I was writing like answers down, and then I was grading myself as I was taking practice tests, which took a very long time and a whole lot of study. So anyway, I still have to go through all these, but now the only thing I have here is just my my blank note cards. You saw me unwrap a package of blank note cards. I have like little post-it notes and things like that in here, tabs where I can mark in a book where I want to go back to. And so I have all these here. I would really like to, I need to find, I think I have more of these or like this, because I want to make sure I don't lose all my microphone gadgets. I have like a remote control for the camera that for my phone to turn it off and on for filming. Like these are very tiny pieces, and if I lose them, they're gone forever. I already have to order one a spare remote for a projector, so I got to figure that out. But so I have all of this. You saw me take some stuff out the door. I still have some work to do. I almost bought a 30-day challenge journal, which I thought might go really well with this 12-week year program. So I'm starting that. I really want to get that finished this week before I jump into the next. But I'm wondering, like, I'm kind of invested in this because not only do I have the audiobook, I have the hardback, and then I have this workbook to really kind of talk through my vision and work it out in my head. So I can see a world where the 30-day goal journal would be helpful. But the problem is I buy a lot of journals. I have two. I was just looking at that. I have this daily stoic journal, and it doesn't have, it's not It says like so you see, I got started on some of it, but it'd be interesting to go back and read this. But I only got through. So started. I only got through. This is January 8th. This is supposed to help me journal more. And it's not really a day of the week, so it isn't like whatever the day this was that I started, but it's this is only week 2, and I already quit journaling. And this is probably a 3 or 4 year old. I really like the Daily Stoic Journal, and I really like Ryan Holiday. I subscribe to his newsletter, and he sends out almost every day, I think, something Daily Stoic related. So I have this one, which is still usable, so that's not bad. I can still get some function out of it. But I have this other one. I was convinced I was going to do this. This is called a passion planner. I'm all about planning, and this is the first of the year, so you'll probably find this fairly relevant. So I did pretty good. I have some inappropriate things written in here because I was really mad. This was January 9th through January 15th. So I was doing pretty good. I was writing in this. I was really getting into journaling. So this is probably, what year is this for? Probably, yeah, I have, 2023. So it's 2 years old. This was before I met Matt, apparently. So I didn't keep up very long, and I was starting to try to use it more for doodling and drawing. And I have an electronic calendar, and I can see it on my phone. I can see it on all my computers, and so I know what I need to be doing. So I thought, well, maybe I need to do something different with this. Yeah, there's some tough stuff written in here. And so I thought, I'm going to start using this for, I don't know if you can see, my urban sketching. So I was doing some urban sketching in here and watercolor, but the paper's not great for that. I had done some pre-sticker work. Here's another urban sketch that I had done on a piece of paper. Yeah, and I have some race plans in here, but I mean, there's nothing past February, mid-February. And so all of this it's just kind of wasted, So I didn't know the 30-day journal thing. It's dated. So if I don't keep up with it, but I think it would be kind of fun. So if you're into planners and you would like to start a planner together, it doesn't have to be the same one. Put it in the comments and let me know. I'm happy to jump on the wagon. Oh, this is really cute. This is a rabbit. I don't know if you can see with the gleam on it. It's rabbits, and they're jumping through the sky. There's a moon on the front of it. So I don't know if you guys are into that. I am finding myself feeling more and more obligated by things like I have Duolingo. I'm trying to learn Spanish a little bit. I do have Finch, and I would like to maybe start a community of Finch followers if you guys are inclined to using Finch. But having all of these daily things that I have to do makes me feel a little bit, I don't know, there's so much pressure. And if I have 5 or 6 daily things that only take 5 to 10 minutes, that's still an hour out of my day that I have to remember to do all those things. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about all that. So I hope you enjoyed the Declutter's Diaries. That's just the first episode. I'm also trying to declutter my brain and declutter my headspace so I can think and be more creative. But I hope you found this helpful. Maybe you can do some body doubling, and maybe you can go and clean up your desk if you found this inspirational. It still kind of looks a little busy, but at least I have some elbow room, and we can talk more. But anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you found this helpful. So love to everyone who's listening. Big briny pickle hugs, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks. Bye.